What's up, everybody? It's DJ JoJo back with another episode of Harlem State of Mind podcast. As you can see, I'm still at Angel Harlem, where culture, food, and community intersect. And I have a very, very special guest with me today. I'm very excited for this interview because we got one of the girls in the building today. Crazy dope entrepreneur. I would love to welcome Coco to Harlem State of Mind podcast. Hey, Coco.
Hello, girl.
Thank you for joining us today.
No, I'm super excited for this. Thank you for reaching out.
Yeah, of course. Now, a little backstory, y'all. I met Coco originally because I actually took one of her classes. She has a business called Coco Cakes. And my homegirl / producer, shout out Amina, she signed us up to do this Galentine's event at Vanity House. Shout out Vanity House. And Coco was teaching a cake making / decorating course. I am not a baker. So my cake came out but I was very proud of it because it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever created baking wise. So shout out to Coco for really putting that confidence in me for baking because girl, I am not a baker.
But honestly, baking, like decorating cake is like art. So like there's literally no wrong way to do it. Mm-hmm. Like every art piece is a creation of its own. Like what you may look and see as ugly, the next person is going to look at it and be like, no, that's fire.
I love that. And I love that when you were like leading the class, you made everybody feel like they were bakers. Because I'm looking at my cake and I was a little shy at first because I was like, damn, this shit is not coming out very good. But you were like, oh, it looks great. You helped me out. And it actually turned out pretty good. So shout out to you.
Thank you.
But before I go into my own little whole tangent on baking, can you just introduce yourself really quickly and just explain what it is that you do to the people who may not know you?
Of course. So my name is Coco. I started my business. Basically, I'm a cake decorator, baker. I do pastries and things like that. But I started my business, girls, I was like 11 years old.
Wow.
But back then, if you look at my work, it's like, ooh, what is that, right? But like if you see my progression and how it's grown, I used to be a teacher for middle school kids. I used to teach culinary arts, and then I taught softball. Wow. And I started doing classes with them as like a incentive, like, all right, if we behave today, we get to do this. And I saw how it got literally the whole entire class. Even if you're not a baker, I saw what it did to kids and how it brought them to sit still and like actually do something fun or something they've never done before. And then I saw how like parents wanted to be a part of that. And then I went to a couple of like paint and sips, and I'm like, why are we not doing this with cake?
Period. I love that.
And literally it just became a thing. And then I just started thinking a little bit more outside the box and putting different themes together, and little by little it's actually growing.
Wow, that's amazing. And shout out Coco Cakes. Y'all are dope. I think that it's so cool that, you know, you started this dream at 11 years old. What was that like for you? What inspired your love for baking?
I'm not gonna lie. You ever had an easy bake oven?
Yes. Well, actually, no. I used to play with my friends like when I was younger. I always wanted one of my own, but I never got one of my own. But I would always play with my homegirls, and it would be like the best play dates ever.
So I used to take my easy bake oven, and you know how it used to come with like a little package. So I would take like the Pillsbury box and make a bunch of batter, and then it would take forever. It would take like a whole day with that easy bake oven. But I would start stacking them, and they look like little pancake stacks on top, and then I would try to decorate it from there.
Wow, that's and you just thought of that just like out of nowhere, like, hey, let me just try this.
Yeah, I was like, this is too small. I want it bigger. But it would, you know, the easy bake oven would take like 40 minutes to make one little cake. So that's literally how it started.
Oh my gosh, so you were working.
What else you had to do as a kid?
That's awesome. Yo, so then how did you get from, you know, the easy bake oven to the real oven and like go from?
So I have a family. I come from a family of like 6 of us, and we always had like cousins and aunts staying with us. So I was taught to cook like a whole meal for a family at an early age. And then with that, I love dessert. I'm a food like dessert girl. I I'm a sucker for sweets.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, why are we going to eat dinner with no dessert?
Period.
And that's literally how it started. Like, I just started using my oven and then, like, just learning. I burnt a couple things, but, you know, we got there.
Right. The mistakes always teach you a lesson.
They do. They do. Okay, don't put that in there for that long.
Right. So was there any, you said that, you know, you grew up with a lot of family members in the household. Was there any specific family member that, like, helped push you towards, like, baking or, like, helped inspire you?
For sure. So I had an aunt who used to bake, and literally she had, like, these pans on her wall. She nailed them to her wall, and she would just grab them whenever she was wanted to do a cake and stuff. And she actually taught me a lot. She taught me, like, how to make buttercream, or, like, what exactly to use to make cake, or, like, what kind of flour and what makes it pop, what milk does this to it. So I would say my aunt, Inez. Shout out to Inez.
Shout out to Inez. Inez?
Inez, yep.
Shout out to Inez. Appreciate you. Because now, look at what we got. Coco cakes.
Exactly.
So when did it go from, you know, I'm baking with my Easy Bake Oven, I'm baking with the family, to, all right, I'm going to start Coco cakes?
So I want to say at like 18, 19 years old, I just like freestyle cakes. I started doing that from here on out. And then I had like a group of girls come to my house. I think it was like 19 years old. They came over and they were like, "Oh my God, this cake is so beautiful." And I was like, "That's not beautiful, but thank you." Like, it looked ugly, as in how you felt with your cake, right? When you first made it, because you're comparing it to like an official bakery. Right. That's really our problem. Like, we shouldn't think like that. But to her, she was like, "This is beautiful. Can you make me one? I'll pay you." And I was like, no, you don't have to pay me. It's fine. And she was like, no, I would literally pay for this. When I tell you I gave her the cake for free, she wanted like a Spider-Man cake. I still have the picture. It looked horrible if I look at it now. But she was so obsessed with it, so in love with it. When I tell you, from there, a girl from that party who had a kid ordered from me, and then the girl from that party who I made a cake for ordered from me. And it's literally, anytime my cake goes to a party, I promise you, I'll get somebody from that event who is reaching out to say, "Who made that cake? I want it. Wow. I want something." And then it became, I always been called Coco, like, most of my life. And literally, like, it just like, "Oh, Coco cakes. I want a Coco cake." And I was just like, I kind of like that. So I kind of stuck with that.
I love that. And it just shows the power of community too. Just the fact that, like, you brought it to one event, so now it's like, it just, like, it's a domino effect from there.
It literally started with a group of girls. Like, girls just embracing, empowering, and, like, just giving you that motivation. And, like, I had a lot of self-doubt in the beginning, and they were like, "No, you know what you could do? Do you know what, like, you have?" And, like, just talking to me like that and just inspiring me, that is kind of what put me to where I'm at.
I love that. And shout out, you said it was literally just a group of girls. I love that. And I know before we got on camera, we were talking about how we're both girls. Right. And so just shout out to the girls, because I feel like that is such, like, a underrated thing, is, like, how much a group of women can do, or just a group of girls can do with one another. And I can see it with your business, even just, like, how you put on events, like, directed towards, like, literally the girls, and how, like, much of, like, a amazing response it gets.
No, literally. So. My top supporters are women. They're women. It's funny because even with these events, they see, like, men starting to see, like, "Oh my gosh, she's always having, like, these beautiful girls," and they just start coming just because. Oh,
exactly. Because once the baddies are there, the men will follow. Hello.
They're like, "Yeah, I'll make a cake."
Right, I'll make a cake. I'm trying to look at everyone.
Literally. Listen, I ain't mad at it. Pull up.
Right. Hello. That's, as long as y'all support the business, period. So with community in mind, you know, you told me you were born and raised in Harlem.
Yes.
And since this is Harlem State of Mind podcast, we always got to bring it back to community. So what I want to know is, did your upbringing in Harlem, like, how did that just, like, affect you as an individual, and did it help you at all with, you know, going into this field of entrepreneurship?
I would say so. You know, I did have a big family. We didn't have everything under the sun. My parents tried their best. But I think for me growing up, I was always trying to like look for the next best thing. And like I always worked 3 jobs and still did cakes. Even to this day, like I work a 9 to 5 and I feel like I have another 9 to 5 with these cakes. And
no, because you be outside with your cake events too. Like even when I was looking at your page, like you're at Panda this day, now you're Vanity House another day. Like
no, literally, so. It's a movement. But I think being in Harlem, like you have to keep moving. Like you gotta keep working. You gotta like stay busy, or else you kind of just get sucked into your environment, and you don't want that. And even throughout the years of being in Harlem, I feel like we have like grown a lot. I don't know how you remember it, but I remember when I was younger, like even with trash being in the street and like it would be so dirty. Where now it's like it's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just keeping up with the pace and like just working really hard. I never wanted to be a product of my environment. I want more. So I think just keeping that in mind and always just moving.
I agree. Do you think though, even with the constant moving, like, and that like hustle mentality, do you ever find moments where you feel burnt out?
Girl, yes.
And what do you do? Because I feel that way as well. I feel like I'm constant. I work same as you. I work 4 jobs. Like I'm DJing this week. I'm at the studio another day, and then we're here at Angel Harlem podcast. So it's like, what do you do in those moments of burnout? Like, what keeps you going?
So I have 2 things. One, I call them crash out days, where like you just won't hear from me. And
I don't think I want to hear from you on a crash out day.
No, like it's more so like I'm just in bed sleep.
Oh yeah.
Like
nice.
I'll have moments where I sleep for like 15 hours straight. Because normally I'm sleeping for maybe 4 hours here, 3 hours there, and then I'm just moving. So on a crash out day, I just like I'm knocked out, dead to the world. I see you when I get up. And then there's days where like I'm so exhaustedly tired and I need a nap, right? And then my DMs are flooded and I'll be like, I need a cake, I have an emergency, I have this, I have that. And I'll be like, no, I'm sorry, I can't. Like, it's too last minute. And people will be like, I'll pay whatever, it's fine. Like, please, I really need your help. And those moments, I swear, I get like a burst of energy because it's like, damn, this person's really going hard because
they desperately want my cake.
Right. And I feel like that also is a motivating factor to keep me going and being like, nah, I got to get up. I got to do this. I got to do that. Also, I like to make people happy. I love when people smile. So like when I feel like, oh, I did that or I made this moment special, it does something to me where like it puts me in like a happier space where I'm able to kind of keep going. So I think that does help too with me, with motivation.
I love that. And I love how your crash out day is like a day where you just like chill. Like I need a crash out day like that. I feel like my crash out days are there's like too much on my plate and I'm like, anybody can get it right now. Like kiss my ass. It's my crash out day. So I'm gonna start doing crash out days like
you gotta just disconnect. Your social battery has drained. You need to just get away from everybody. And it's not, don't take offense, just I can't talk. Right. It's either that or you're getting it. So no, those moments are needed. I think everybody needs that. It happens once a month, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely do that once a month.
I need to do that. Yeah, because once a month I just be crashing out. I'm like,
oh, you know what we should do?
What?
We should, if you have one of those days, because I think it's important for like, because us women, we have a lot of rage here and there. But you ever went to a rage room?
No, but I really want to do that. I seen one in like LES.
You want to go on a date?
Hell yeah! I'll be going on a date. Coco asked me on a date, y'all.
I did. We can break shit.
Oh my gosh! No, I need that.
No, let's do it. All right, I'm gonna plan it.
Okay, period. I can't wait. I can't wait. Aw, period. Okay, let me get out of my moment for a second. Wow. Okay, so going back to you talking about, loving to just put that smile on people's face. People seeing how much people want your cakes. Have you ever had moments where you felt like you were competing with those like big corporations, like those, Whole Foods, I don't know what else are like big cake companies.
Yeah.
But did you ever feel like you were like competing? And how does that feel as somebody that's like entrepreneur, like you're doing this like damn near on your own? Like I don't know if you have a team of people, but like and I guess just like how does it feel ever if you feel like you're competing with those like bigger companies as an entrepreneur?
So for me, I don't look at it as competing more so, but like little things you can learn from. I love looking at other bakeries. I love to go to other bakeries. I love to watch what other people are doing, just because as years go on, like, you have to keep up with the new. Like, you always want to be able to learn, change, and grow, right? If you obviously want to keep your recipe the same, because that's what makes it you. But in terms of like keeping up with modernness, or, you know, being able to go back and be vintage, like, you play with it, right? Here and there. But when it comes to like big corporations, like I would say like Walmart, Costco, where those cakes are like really cheap, I don't knock them. You know, if that's what your budget is, that's what your budget is. I'm not one to judge. If you can afford the small business where we are a little bit higher priced, because how else will we make our money? You know, like our time, the supplies, we don't get it wholesale because we're not there yet.
Right.
So you just kind of have to respect the game. Like, if you can have it to get it that, you know, perfect. If you can't, you know, those outlets are there for people who budgeting reasons. And I don't judge or knock or feel like it has to be a competition. It's like, I'm here, I know my worth, I know what I bring to the table. It's almost like if you like ice cream cake, right? You know, you can't go to a regular bakery and get ice cream cake. You got to go to a Haagen-Dazs or a Carvel's. It's just what you want, what your favorite palette is.
Wow, I love that. And I love your mindset. I can see why, like, your business has been going so well, because you do, like, you have a very good mindset when it comes to things. Like, even how you said, like, you don't look at it as competition. Like, you look at it as just, like, learning. Like, that's very powerful, because a lot of people, they would just look at it as, like, competition. Like, I need to do better than this person. Like,
no. I'm more, like, honestly, if I have a group of people and say, like one of the things I do with these cake and sips, I love even when girls are like, some of them are really good at it. Like, they're like, oh, I've been doing this, and they still come to my class. I love that, right? Because then I see them actually teaching the people in their table. Yeah. And that's so dope to me. Like,
some of the girls that did cakes when I went, I was like, damn, these look professional. Like, I'm looking down at my cake like, ooh.
No, I think we should all support each other. Like,
no, yeah.
Listen, I've had girls who teach me things, you know? Like, if you can help me with perfecting my wrist a little better, listen, I'm all for it. And if I can do the same for you, let's do it. Let's make money together. I cannot feed the whole entire world. I need a team. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I love when I find girls who know what they're doing in the kitchen, because, girl, come join my team. Help me. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Let's all eat.
I'm going to learn what to do in the kitchen so I can join your team.
I'm with that.
I'll DJ in the kitchen for y'all.
Music is important. Right. Okay?
Set the vibes.
One thing I do is blast music when I'm in that kitchen.
Period.
So we need that.
What music you be blasting in the kitchen when you cook?
It depends on the mood. So, like, girl, it depends. I go from literally old school salsa to bachata. Then we got reggae. And then I'm going back to, like, hip hop. Sometimes I throw it back with hip hop. Okay. I like an old school hip hop beat.
I got you.
More than the newer school. My son, I have a son. He's 17. Well, he's going to be 17 literally in 2 weeks.
What's his name?
Osiris.
Shout out Osiris.
Yeah. And he tries to teach me about that new school stuff, and I'll be there like, damn, how old am I?
Nah. So, I feel like there's nothing, like, better than, like, 90s, 2000s.
Right?
Hip-hop, R&B. Like, this, like, current generation of hip-hop and R&B, like, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's not, like, that, like, 90s, 2000s.
That's how I feel.
Be, like, the golden pocket of music for me, yeah.
So you know how, like, with music, as time goes on, there's always, like, the same beat, but, like, they remix it and stuff. So one thing that me and my son do that's fun is he'll put on a song, and I'm like, oh, I know that beat. And I'm like, look at this. And I'll put on the song for whatever that beat was back in my day. And he'll be like, nah, this one sounds better. And I'm like, nah. So we go.
The fact that you'd be like, this one sounds better, I feel like you gotta respect the OG.
But that's like a cute little way that we bond.
That's so cute. Yeah. I love that. Do you always, like, make his birthday cakes and stuff?
I do always make his birthday cakes. He definitely looks forward to it every year. He'll tell me, like, this year he wants a calm beach day, which I'm so happy about. And I was like, well, I'm not bringing a cake to the beach, so we'll do cupcakes. And he's like, yeah, that's fine with me.
Oh, I love that. What's his favorite, like, type of cake that you do?
Oreo. So it's like vanilla with Oreo crumbs.
It's my favorite cake. Really? Oh my gosh.
I gotta make you some.
Yo, that sounds so good right now.
No, he loves that. It's like literally the Oreos are baked into the cake. It's so good.
I love Oreos. That's like one of my favorite cookies. I love anything like cookies and cream.
Yes. Yeah, that's my son.
Oh, well, okay. So this is more of a personal question because, you know, you're really inspiring me and I really want to, you know, get in the kitchen.
Talk to me.
What are the do and don'ts when it comes to baking?
The do's and the don'ts. The do's. I think first off, you have to go in there with, I want to do this. Because there's been times where like, I don't want to do it and it just won't come out right. Like you got to have love. Put love in your food. You got to love what you do. You got to love when you're doing it. If you don't, it's just not going to come out the way you want it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of don'ts. Like, you know, don't try to cook the cake faster than what it's supposed to be like.
See, that's my problem. That's some shit I would do. I'd be like, let's turn up the heat.
Exactly. No, you gotta let it cook at the, you know, at the pace that it's supposed to, because, you know, putting it to 400 and thinking it's gonna cook faster, like we can't cut corners like that. It's just not gonna work. You'll have a burnt outside, the inside is still wet and just falling apart. There's a couple don'ts, just little things like that you learn. Don't leave the frosting out because it gets hard. Like don't leave. Oh, one thing I've learned too that it does. So like, because my orders are picking up, I like make cake, and I've learned this from an experienced baker. I now make cakes like 2 days before, saran wrap them, and then like freeze them. Oh. So when you work on them, they're not like falling apart anymore. They're like, it stays sturdy, and then as the cake defrosts, it tastes fresh, like it just got made.
Wow. That's dope. See, I just learned like 5 new things. Do you have a team?
I'm building one. I have a team when it comes to my cake and sips. I have a squad, but when it comes to like being in my kitchen, my best friends are my team.
I love that.
Girl, they'll come over with some wine, and they'll be like, all right, how many cookies we got? 500, let's go. And they'll like, and I'm the one who cooks for the crew. So like, they'll be like, as long as you got some like chicken and waffles in that kitchen, we good. Come on.
Oh, period. I love that. Yo, have you ever thought about making a podcast? Like if y'all are in the kitchen with some wine, you're cooking a cake, it's you and all your homegirls. Like I feel like that would be such a good little podcast idea.
You know, I even thought about like I think I would expand so much more if I was to like show the realness of like my home and how the cakes are being made. But I don't know why I have such a like insecurity about being judged about my home. It's such like
I get it.
But everyone is telling me like, no, people want the realness. They want raw.
I feel like you should also keep in mind that like they're not seeing your whole home. They're just seeing the portion of it that you want them to see. So it's like, even if that's not how it looks all the time, like, I don't know, that's how I feel, because I try to record like little like DJ videos in my living room, but I have like a corner of my living room dedicated to that. So like in that corner, I have some art, I have like a nice blanket that I like.
Put it up nice.
And then I just like put it up nice right there so people just see that area.
She's like, don't turn the camera.
Right. Don't turn the camera around. And then you guys are going to see some shit you don't want to see. No, I'm just kidding. But, no.
Maybe I should do that.
You should.
I got this big order coming up too. It's literally 500 cookies.
Shit.
I told the girls and they were like, not again.
Oh my gosh.
But I think I might do that because we talk about some crazy stuff that I think would be funny and interesting.
You should. I would tune in.
Yeah? All right. I'm going to take your advice.
Okay, period.
Like, this is just for you.
See, you've seen it right here. In Harlem State of Mind. So you said you have an order of 500 cookies?
Girl, yes. So I just became a DOE vendor.
What is that?
It's a big deal for me. So basically, you get nominated by a principal from a DOE school, which is like the Department of Education.
Okay.
And now you're taking on like way bigger orders. Like I'm filling in orders for like 500 to 600 students. Like you're doing like a whole catering business, which is why like now I'm starting to build my team. That's
awesome. Like that is so dope. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you even like apply for something like that?
Girl, so hold on. Shout out to Sasha. Cause Sasha, oh my God, girl, I love her.
Shout out
I
to
love
Sasha.
her so much. And matter of fact, we gonna get her. I gotta tap you in with Sasha.
Yes, bring her on the pod.
But Sasha like believed in me from day one when I had like literally like no followers. And she has such a big platform. She's into so many things, and she started writing kids books, and she got into the DOE. And she was like, girl, your cakes, I'm putting, like, we got to get you in there. And she went so hard for like a whole year. And she met this principal for one of the schools and introduced me to her. And literally the principal, we were like locked in. And she was like, no, I'm nominating you. I'm going to make you a vendor. She was like, you are like exactly what I'm looking for. She's born and raised from the Bronx. She just, you could tell like she just came a long way in life. And she's like, I love women like this. Like, this is what we need. Women who support other women. And we were just talking about this.
Yes.
And literally it's been up from there. So like just being put around the right people.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Shout out Sasha. Definitely got to get her on the pod. But that is so dope. And like, I love how it's like something for the kids.
Yes.
Like, and you're giving them quality cookies, quality treats. So I love that. And shout out to Sasha. Shout out to the kids. I don't want to keep you too long, but I have a couple more questions for you.
Go ahead.
So going back real quickly, you said that you were teaching baking classes in school as well.
Yeah, so it started off as cooking class. So I used to work for Dream Charter School.
Okay.
And they had just opened up their new building on 2nd Avenue. And they had like a brand new kitchen, which was really big. And they were like, let's incorporate having the kids learn how to cook, because those are important things that we need for life.
Right.
And they're just not taught, you know?
Yeah.
So we started a class with them, and then my specialty is baking. But I literally taught them how to make like rasta pasta and like
that's
tacos,
so dope.
Little basic things. The safety of like using a kitchen that has gas, the safety of like why it's important to wash dishes right after you clean, you know, cleaning up your space and your area.
Heavy on that.
So not just like actually cooking, but like just, you know, life whole things of being clean and what it is to keep a business open and running. Because, you know, we want to do all these things. Like even me, like I didn't know what it entailed to actually own a business. Keeping up with like inspections and like what does that mean and how you get your business shut down. These are just things that we're not taught. So that's how it started with the kids, and then the cakes kind of just took over from there.
Wow, that's awesome. And I love how you incorporate like everything into it. Like even in regards to like financial literacy and like starting a business and like to washing your dishes after you use them. Like all of those things are so important, and like you're right, it doesn't get taught like regularly in school or like in public school. How did you see, like, I know you kind of touched upon it in the beginning when we first started talking, but how did you see just like this type of class affects the kids? Like, why do you think it's important that kids take classes like this at school?
One, you just don't know, right? Like one of our biggest flaws is that we don't know. How will they ever know if they're not taught that, you know? Like they sit in a class where like they're being spoken to for 40 minutes increments with every single class, where like this one is hands-on. They're actually learning because they're using their hands. They're using their brains more. They're not just being spoken to, and you kind of zone out. After 10 minutes of someone talking, if you're the one quiet and you're the one listening, you zone out. It's just natural. Like it's not something you can naturally, like you can't help it. It's just, if it's not grabbing you, you're not interested in it.
Right. Especially in a classroom too, like maybe something like this, it's different, but it's like, if I'm just like sitting, well, I was definitely one of those zone out kids.
Everyone, it just happens. It's natural. It's like you automatically start daydreaming or thinking about other things. And as you get older, you find yourself with like, oh, I have this to do, that to do. So now your brain is just like operating on all the things you could be doing opposed to sitting here. Doing nothing. So I think these classes are important to life in the future. You know, like how do you know to keep your bed clean every day if you're not taught that from young? You know, so as you get older, these are habits that just kind of fall with you.
And a lot of these kids don't get the privilege of, like, not every kid gets the privilege of getting taught those types of things. Like
And sometimes it's not their fault. Like, listen, sometimes nowadays you got your two parents working full time. They don't have time for that. So fast food is your number one go-to. If you're just picking food up to go and throwing it out when you're done, like, how do you know any of these things?
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So you have an event coming up, right?
I do.
So plug us in, because it's happening this weekend, right?
It is. It's happening Sunday. I partnered up with District 385, which are really dope people. So they're 4 brothers who came together, and they took over a Radio Shack, gutted it out. It's 3 floors, and they have now like a lounge on the first floor. They have a private room on the second floor where I'll be hosting my event. And then they have like a 3rd floor where they do like podcasts, photo shoots.
That is so dope. Wait, where is that?
It's in Queens.
Okay.
I can give you the address and stuff, and it'll be posted. You can find the link once this is posted. But yeah, they partnered up with me. I've actually had one of the owners. He owns a mobile tattoo truck. It's called People Art. I believe it's People Art. And basically, it's a truck that goes around. He can like post it up anywhere, and you can literally go in there and get tattoos.
Oh, that's sick. Really, that's so dope. Wait, what is it called? People Art?
Yes.
I'll have to look that up.
I'll send you the link and stuff. But he's really amazing. He's really dope and so inspiring and so motivating. He always has like really great things to say, and I'm so grateful to even have met him. But I had him come to a couple of my events. And now we're like a thing, like we're a duo. Like wherever I have a cake and sip, he's pulling up.
Nice.
It's just a great attraction.
Oh, that's so cool. So you could do cake and sip, and then
afterwards
get tatted. Don't sip too much, because then you might decide to get something that you know.
Honestly, there's been a couple of those already. Yeah, I'm not gonna say who, but yeah.
No, that's dope. Honestly, those are probably the best tattoos to like happen to, because now you have a story.
Right. Exactly.
But that's so dope. So
we'll be over there Sunday. It's gonna be an R&B brunch. So basically, it's 3 classes. You can attend a 1 o'clock session, or 3 o'clock, or 5 o'clock. People can choose which class they want to go to, and then when you're done, you can join the lounge area, have some drink, eat some food, and then at the end, we're kind of just gonna be merging together and having like a little party.
Wow, that's lit. I definitely want to pull up. Are there still tickets available?
There is.
So where can people cop a ticket?
So you can go to the link in my bio. You're just going to be able to click that. It's through Eventbrite. So it's really self-explanatory. You'll be able to click which class you want to attend. And yeah, come through. Period. We're going to vibe. It's going to be a good time. It always is.
Yes.
It always turns into a party.
It's such a good time. Like, I can say that because I've been to one of her classes. Like, it is a great time. So
no, yeah, I would love for you to come.
I will. Girl, I'll be there. So before I let you go, I have a couple more questions, and then I'm done, I promise. But first off, what have been some like milestones so far in your business?
Yes.
That are like just things that you know just since you started.
So I think for me, a milestone would be actually getting my LLC, getting my paperwork ready, and then like actually doing my taxes.
What was that like?
It's not so bad now, but it's gonna get there. You know, once again, you just growing up where we're from, we're not taught how to run a business, what it entails, what it means. So I think for me, like this past year, I've learned a lot. It's important to like make sure you're paying for everything under your LLC, making sure you are paying attention to what cost goes where your deficits are at, how much you're spending for this, and where you're growing. So I'm learning that. I'm learning how to run a business. I'm learning what it takes to actually become something like here, because that is my goal. I want a cafe.
Really? I see it.
I want a cafe so bad. And I've actually been trying. I've been like coming around the community and actually trying to get a spot, and it's actually not as easy as I thought. It's like so much that goes into it. Blueprints, like if the place doesn't have a kitchen with vents, apparently like you have to kind of do a blueprint. That takes a lot of time and money, and it's a lot that goes into it. So I think for me, just getting my taxes on point, my expenses, and running an actual business the right way has been a milestone for me. I think the cake and sips to even where they're at in life right now is another milestone for me. I think my biggest milestone, and I'm hoping by 2027 we get there, but I really want my cafe.
2027 we're going to get there because we need a Coco Cake Cafe. And who knows? Somebody watching this podcast might even be able to point you in the right direction or help you out with that.
I hope so.
Anybody that has any places in mind or can help assist Coco in any way in trying to start her cafe, like tap in because we need that. We definitely need that. I can't wait for a Coco Cake Cafe. It's going to be dope.
Right. Same here, girl.
I love that. And also, wait, give your social media so people know.
Like, oh, yeah. So it's going to be Coco Cakes _NYC. That's where you'll be able to find me.
Period. All right. So it's Harlem State of Mind podcast. So I can't let you go without playing this little game that we play with all of the guests.
Ooh, what's that?
All right. So it's fill in the blank. I'm going to just say a sentence and then you fill in the blank.
Okay.
Very easy.
Anything that comes to my head.
Anything that comes to your head.
Okay.
So, Harlem isn't Harlem without blank.
Harlem isn't Harlem. I'm gonna say Piragua trucks because that's a childhood thing that brings me back.
I love that. Okay. Since it's the end of May, we're basically, it's summer. It's past Memorial Day now, so I say it's summer. We in summer. It's not a Harlem summer without blank.
It ain't a Harlem summer without the pump being open.
Okay, period.
Them pumps in the summertime.
Yeah. Okay, period. And last one. Since we're in the flyest, and you look fly yourself today. I love the fit.
Thank you.
You not from Harlem if you don't have blank in your closet.
Ooh. You ain't from Harlem if you don't got a pair of ups in your closet.
That's what everybody says, so shout out to you.
You gotta have a pair of ups.
You gotta have a pair of ups. How many wears do you get out of them?
All right, look, so I got the beat up ones, and then you got ones that you kind of get like every month. Because you need it with your clean fit. Like when you step in.
Right.
And
nice,
you're trying to,
crisp hair.
But then I got some that I'm just I'm running around, I'm doing laundry, or like I don't care.
Just some beaters for everyday activities.
I feel like you got to have at least two.
But one that you like switch out.
Exactly.
Nice and crisp. I like that. All right. Well, Coco, it's been real having you on the podcast. I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm so excited
you for having me.
Of course, I'm just so excited for everything to come in the future, and like I hope we can really collaborate too in the future.
No, we are. So. We ain't done, and we have our date.
Oh yeah, and we got our date.
We're gonna definitely make that a reel.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Okay, well, again, give your socials again so people can follow you. And any other website links that you would like to share.
Perfect. So yes, you can follow me at Coco Cakes _NYC. Make sure you click those links because I will be having consistent cake and sips every single month. And you want to go because it's a great time. It is. It's JoJo approved. Thank you so much again for coming. Yes. And we're going to see Coco Cake Bakery in 2027. Period. I like that. Manifestation. So, y'all, thank you again for tuning into another episode of Harlem State of Mind podcast. Make sure to follow my girl Coco here and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate all the support that we can get because we're really just trying to uplift people in the community. So, yeah, until next time, folks. Keep it real. Later, guys. Thank you so much. That was great. I really enjoyed that interview. Good. Yeah.